Hello, I'm going to be discussing what I did in my recent upload because, hey, why not explain the furnace animation and maybe get more content? First I created a cone shape, then I made the cone smaller. Next I added a subdivision surface modifier so it could eject more particles at once. I then added on a particle system, but then I was like, wait, I can put multiple of these on. So I added 4 more, giving me a total of 5. There are 5 smoke particles in the game, so there will be 5 individual systems. In hindsight, this was a terrible idea. You'll see why soon. I then went to File, Append, and Minecraft items.blend. I imported 5 smoke particles, moved them out of the way, and rotated them. Next, I gave each individual particle system a unique mesh under the Render tab of the physics settings. This way, each system would be in charge of one particle type and it would be easier to control. But Minnie, why didn't you just add child particles so that way there is one main particle and multiple child particles? You could control all 5 particles from one system. Shh, this is way easier to my small brain. Also, credit to Black Plasma Studio, they created the Minecraft particles, a bunch of blocks, and the Minecraft furnace and blender. They are great animators and I hope to be like them one day. Skilled, operating on their own schedule, and no lazy boss telling them what to do. Back onto my animation. I noticed the particles were too small, so I increased their size. Then they got too big, so I decreased them again. I repeated this step for all 5 particle instances. I really should have just made the child particles. Then I realized gravity applies in Blender to any particle type, so I added in a wind force field to push the particles up, like what happens in Minecraft, sort of. I scaled it up, then disabled gravity for all 5 particle systems. Then I noticed only one particle was showing up. It was the very big one. I also realized there were multiple particles that were Z-fighting. Basically, multiple items are in the exact same spot, so their textures overlap perfectly. To fix this, I changed the seed on all 5 particle systems. In case you can't tell, I really hit the number 5 now. Finally, I opened up Black Plasma Studio block file, found the active furnace, and brought that into my new Blender file. I know, confusing, and I said it very fast, but I am tired. It's 1 a.m., and I don't know how to word this better. I then made minor adjustments to the furnace and the cone, so the cone was hidden, but it looked like smoke was coming out of the furnace. After about half a minute, I realized that the particles were facing the wrong way, and because I had enough of doing things the hard way, I manually rotated all 5 particles. This was an easier solution, and I am happy I did it this way. I had a new problem though. The smoke particles were moving way too far from the furnace. To fix this, I added in 4 more wind force fields, positioned them accordingly. Then I changed the lifetime of the particles because they kept disappearing before they left the furnace. Now that I changed the lifetime of the particles, I noticed they were also stuck inside the furnace. I wanted to bring them out and make it look like they were coming out of the fire. So I resized the cone again and moved it forward. After this, I changed the strength of the wind so they weren't as spread out. They were basically everywhere. That's not how they look in Minecraft, so yeah. I found that 1.5 strength worked pretty good, so I kept it at that. Next, I added in a new camera, deleted the old camera, moved the original particles out of the shot, added and expanded a plane to act as a floor and background, then I rendered my animation. After the animation was finished, I reviewed it and realized I didn't like how it looked. So off camera, I doubled how many particles there were from 300 to 600 in each particle system, making the animation run on 40 frames per second instead of the 24 from before. And then I changed the animation from 250 frames to 500. And then I was done. And now I'm still recording this. And I want sleep. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this short animation and explanation. Explanation. If you want me to do more, then let me know, even though I highly doubt it, because I just do this for fun and never get any comments. Okay, well, good night.